Hey guys, welcome back to my channel of 562 Fishing. Today's video is going to be discussing these three batteries that I have in front of me. A lot of people have been asking me on the comment section about the battery, which one do I use and what's the purpose of it, is it good quality, how do I charge it, and I'm here to go ahead and discuss these batteries that I have. So as you can see, I have three of them, so each three of them has its own purpose. The reason why I have three is because I got a good deal on them when it was Black Friday. These things was like 35% off. The bigger battery was like 40% off. It was just crazy how the bigger battery with more amp hours are cheaper than these smaller ones, but I got it all at once and it has a purpose for each one of them. So I figure I just go ahead and go with them and see how it worked. And to be honest, I'm very surprised of how good of a quality this is. There's not too many YouTube videos out about these batteries, but these batteries are made for trolling motor specifically. First is the trolling motor, second is for like RVs and boats and golf carts, stuff like that, but their main purpose is for trolling motor. And I can see why, because it's compact. As you can see, it's super compact, and you could kind of see the size difference on these batteries because each battery has different voltage and amps. This one is my smallest battery that I use all the time when I go out on my Sea-Doo. Is this one. This one is the 12 volt one, is my second option on my Sea-Doo. So this is my second option, and this, I haven't used this battery yet. So as you can see, it comes nicely packed with the bumper protection and everything. They package it really well from the company. So this is how it looks like when you first get it. Comes all foamed up with all the protection and everything, and when you remove it, you know, the battery comes like this, and you know, they have plenty of foam in here to protect the battery from moving around. Very well packaged, so I can tell they put a lot of effort into making sure that this battery is not, you know, being damaged or any of that. So the package is good, you know, the quality is good. So it comes like with the accessories, comes with, let's see, I haven't opened this one yet, but it comes with this. Let's open it up. So put this up, comes very well packaged. This is okay, this is look like an extra charging port in case you don't want to charge it. You know, this is a, I could tell this is a extra charging cable in case the original one comes and is damaged. So this is a extra one, so that's pretty cool. Oh, it also comes with an Anderson plug, extra spare Anderson plug. If you want to use it that way, you can charge it that way, or use an Anderson plug to plug in any the other accessories. And then this one, let's see what this one is. I haven't even opened these up yet. Open this guy up, see what's here. This is open this up. Ah, this is the actual charger right here. So it's a bigger charger. This is how it comes, regular. So it does come with a nice charger. But I heard these takes forever to charge. I'll go over the charging plug with you guys in a little bit after I do the unboxing and everything. So it looks like, yeah, same port for your charger. You know, there's a port for it on the end of the battery to put this. So this is like a charge. Let me see what volt this is. So this is 100 volts to 240 volts at 50 to 60 hertz. Oh, it's not bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad, you know. It's better than most of the cheaper charger, but I like it a little bit higher, or you could charge a little bit faster. I guess it does the job, but I don't use this to charge it, so I'll go over my charging, how I charge the battery. But it's pretty cool. Comes with that. Let's move this out the way. What else do they have here? Oh, that's just a foam. I guess that's it. And it comes with some instruction and stuff like that. But yeah, comes really nice package, guys. So it's, at first when I got the package, it was super heavy, so expect it to be heavy, so be cautious of lifting this because it's pretty heavy. And I will go over the weight and everything and the dimension and everything in a little bit. Okay guys, so let's go over the weight for all three of these batteries right here. So first of all, let's go over the voltage and the amp hours. So this is the time that I use to go out on my Sea-Doo. I use this one, so it's 12 volt 150 amp hours. This one is 12 volt 300 amp hours. This one is 24 volt 150 amp hour. This one is for my new Recon coming in a few days, I guess. I don't know, they're supposed to give me updates on that, but it should be here soon. So expect a video of installation of the new Lowrance Recon coming. So this is the battery, because it takes a 24 volt to 36 volt and up for the new Recon trolling motor. So I got this one specifically for the new Recon. So let's go over the weight. Okay, so let's go with the 150 amp hour first. So I have a scale here. So let's put this on the scale. This one is 27 pounds. 12 volt, 150 amp, it's 27 pounds. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is 12 volt 300 amps hours. Wait, this one, oh, this one's pretty heavy. This one is 51 pounds. So 12 volt 300 amp hours, 51 pounds. Let's go over this one. 24 volt 150 amp hour. 50 pounds. Wow, this one is lighter than the 300 amp hours. I guess the amp hours makes the weight difference. So yeah, there you go guys. You got the weight of all three of these batteries to pick and choose which one you think best suit your Fish Pro in case you want one of these. Okay guys, now we're gonna go over the dimension for each one of these batteries. So let's start out with this one. 12 volt 150 amp is 14 inches long, 12 inches wide. So that's for the 12 volt 150 amp hour one. The 12 volt 300 amp hours one is approximately 16.33 inches long, 13.38 inches wide. That's pretty big. The 24 volt 150 amp hours is 16.33 inches long, 13.38 inches wide. So it has the same dimension as the 12 volt 300 amp hours. So these two are same dimension. This one is a little bit smaller by, like I told you in my video, about like 2 inches. So this is my daily Sea-Doo on my Minn Kota. I take this on the Minn Kota too if I have a long trip, like, you know, more than 2 days trip out in the ocean, like a back-to-back. Like if I do a Saturday and a Sunday, I would take the 300 amp hour one. So this is just for it could last more than a day, but I have this just for backup. And this one I haven't used this battery yet because it's for the Lowrance Recon one. So these are the dimension for the three batteries, in case you guys are wondering. So this part we're gonna discuss about the charging, how I charge all three of these batteries right here, like how I charge all three of these. They're all different because they're different volts. The 12 volts one, I use the same battery charger, but the 24 volt one, I use a little bit higher charger, like a 24 to 29 volt battery charger, just because it's just a higher voltage. I can't mix the two together when I'm charging because that wouldn't be good. You know, different voltage needs different charger. So as you know, like I said, the it comes with the standard one. These are standard one. It has like the charging port, so all three of these all have the same plug, so they all charge the same. So I'm gonna show you. So these are three right here, 3 pins charger. So as you can see, there's a 3 pin right here. So it just charge like, you know, so just plug it in, twist it in, and then just plug it in right here if you want to just charge it. I don't use this stock one because it's took forever. I tried it one time and never used it again because it took like 3 to 4 days just to charge fully. So I don't use this stock one, so I never used the original charger that comes with it. Like I said, different battery volts, you have to use different battery charger. So let's go over each one of these first. So for the 24 volt battery, I have one battery charger specifically for this because you can't use a 12 volt battery charger, of course. So I bought this one off of Amazon. I will leave the description down below. I heard a lot of good review about this, and it's 29.2 volts, you know, maximum. So it charged 24 volt all the way to 30 volts, pretty much 40 amp hour, like 40 amps. It's pretty good. I used this a few times already, and it charged my 24 volt battery, I'll say about a day and a half fully charged. So it's not bad, not bad at all. But that's like running it all day long though, all day and all night. So probably about like a day and a half to fully charge my 24 volt battery. I haven't used my 24 volt battery yet, so that's probably why it charged so fast, because you know, when it comes, is you want to charge it up just to get some juice in there and not let it go dead. So what I do is I just, you know, it comes with these little extension plug right here. It give you a few options. You could use, you know, the old school clamp ones if you want. It comes with the clamp one. It comes with this accessory port right here. As you can see, you just connect it together, disconnect, and you know, already have it plugged in right here. So you know, you just untwist this right here, the negative and the positive, red and black. So I will just, let me unplug this first just to be safe. And then as you can see, it's probably 4 right now. Let's see, what's the 100%. So guys, like I told you, I just turned it on, it's at 100%. I have not once used this battery, so that's probably why, but it's been sitting in this box for, I don't know, a good 2 months. Wait, thanks, about four months, because I bought it during Black Friday on Amazon. So it's been sitting, it's at 100%, and it's crazy. It's been sitting in the box for a good couple months, but I'll demonstrate this for you guys anyway, even though it's at 100%. But so put these two on and we'll just plug it in. So that will tell you that it's reading it, it's turning it on. As you can see, the fan's kicking on. Pretty sure in like a few minutes that's gonna turn green because this is at 100%. But this is how I charge my 24 volt battery. Moving on to the 12 volt batteries, these both are 12 volt. This is 100 and 50 amps. This one is 300 amps. See the size difference? Very big difference in amp hours. So smaller the amp hours, higher the amp hours. So big difference. Different in weight, different in width and height. So yeah, these are the two that you're probably going to be battling with decision wise when you're choosing for your trolling motor. If you have a 12 volt like a Minn Kota, if you have like a 90 pound thrust and up Minn Kota, you probably have to go with the 24 volt one. So these two are 12 volts. This one is a 24 volt. So this is the only option if you have a 80 pound thrust and up Minn Kota or any trolling motor that takes 24 volts and up. These are 12 volts. This is for my Minn Kota that I have installed on my Sea-Doo right now. So you see the difference in port size though. Look at the difference in the ports. You know, look how big these knobs are compared to just your 150 amp hours and 300 amp hours. Look at the difference. How big these are. That's why I explained to you that if you're gonna use the 300 amp hours, you have to make sure that power cables from your Minn Kota, that you have to match this, because look, it's small, you know what I mean? This is just a regular standard size one. Look, it can't even fit in there. So I learned the hard way. So I had to get I had to make sure that my receptacle that's coming from my Minn Kota to this battery, no matter if it's the 150 amp hours one or 300 amp hour one, I got one bigger that it will fit both instead of smaller that could fit this right here. You see, it could fit this, but it can't fit this. So that's the big difference. I thought it was gonna be the same, but to my surprise it wasn't. So I think this is a 8M terminal plug, so you're gonna need to adjust your receptacle ends to a 8M battery terminal. So if you get an 8M one, it will fit right into there, and you could also use a universal to use it for this one. So just a FYI guys. So that's just the power. I know it's not talking about the charger, but figure I already have it exposed, I might as well let you guys know the bad part about having these two different batteries. So all right, well, the charging of this is, so for the 12 volt I had two choices, and I tried two different types of battery charger, but I noticed that the actual just simple cheaper charger works the best. I have, let's see, so I have two for my 12 volt. This one was a little pricey. It's called Victron Energy. So I don't know, I bought it on Amazon because a lot of good reviews, but it's just so complicated to like try to read which is the best option to charge. Like it has night, bulk, ABS, float, storage, normal 14, normal, like just all this complicated stuff. Like, dude, I just want to charge my battery. Like, I don't know what mode to use. So this was a pretty bad purchase, but I figure I just keep it anyway in case my other 12 volt goes out. So as you can see, this is a 12 volt 30 amp. So this one I went with the Anderson port to charge. I try it, you know, just to see what's the difference between the Anderson plug charging, the standard version of charging, the clamps, and these battery terminal port. And to my experience, guess what, these one works the best. The old school traditional ways, can't go wrong with this. So I experimented with all three of these, and this is the go-to, guys. So use these ones, is the best thing. So but with this one, if you do go with this option, so you know, I'm not gonna plug it in, but you plug it into your power port, and then all of these has Anderson ports. You could use this for income, like going out to power something, or you can actually use this to charge it. So it will just be this, and you'll just, you know, like that. If you want to charge it, let's say I want to charge it, you just push it down, right? clamp on there. It's pretty snug. I love this design of these. And you know, comes with this, and just plug it in, power, it'll charge. This one, this Anderson plug, I don't know, for some reason it took forever to charge. I don't know, you know, I can't really time it. I just let it sit, but I noticed that this Anderson plug was really not that great, so I used it once and never use it again. So I didn't go with the Anderson charging port. And yeah, you could put it on all three, so you could use Anderson plug for charge for all three if you want to. Let's turn this all on. Let's see. Okay, so I use this. This is probably my best choice right here. Standard, cheap, I think 30 bucks plus tag, 30 bucks. These are like $100 and something. These are like almost 200 bucks. Like, this one works good for my 24 volt. I'm not gonna complain about that. But that one, the 12 volt one, yeah, no. This one, 24 something bucks plus tag, 30 bucks. This is my best choice right here to charge my battery. You know, it gives you an option. Simple. AMG, lithium, just standard 12 volt. That's all you need. So these are lithium ions. All three of these are lithium batteries. So the way I charge it is just, I don't even, with my 12 volt, I don't even mess with these right here. I'll just go straight old school clamp style. You know what I mean? Just old school clamp. Just plug it in. So this is also at 100%. You know, this is at 3%, so I should be charging this one right here. I use this all the time. So this was on my last trip. I took it out like 4 times already. So this is, and I haven't charged it, so I'm gonna charge it now because I've been using this 12 volt 150 amp hour all the time, you know. So this is my go-to battery that I use for my trolling motor all day. So I'll just put the battery clamps on there, charging clamp, just let it charge. It should read the volt on this, and then just charge it per the volt. And then I'll just come to here and just change it to lithium battery. So yeah, that's how I charge my battery, just like that. See, it's red, so that means it's charging. This battery is gonna be my battery that I will use all the time until I get my Recon. When I get my Recon, I'm gonna use this battery. So yeah, hopefully this helped, guys. This is all the information that I could put out there for these batteries. Hopefully it helps, and I know it's pretty pricey, guys. I know you're gonna look on Amazon and be like, oh heck no, I'm not paying that much for it. But again, there's so many perks from this. If I were you, you know, swapping out battery all the time, it's not the way to go. Some people, battery die all the time and they have to get a new one. So at the end of the day, the price is going to end up being the same if you have to always constantly replace your battery. So make one good purchase on a high quality battery and you wouldn't have to worry about it.